Genesis chapter 17. Beresheet chapter 17. Perek Yud Zayin. Vayhi Avram ben Tish'im shana v'tesha shanim. Vayira Adonai el Avram. Vayomer elav. Ani el Shaddai. Hitalech lefanai v'yeh tamim. Yeah. And Abram was 99 years old, and God appeared to Abram. And he said to him, I am the Almighty God. Walk before me and be perfect. Tamim has actually a few translations. It can be translated as perfect, it can be translated as innocent, and it can also be translated as wholesome. So here they translate it as perfect. It means like pure, wholesome, innocent, like beguiling, without guile. There could be many different translations, but okay. Etna briti beni ubenecha ve'arbe otcha be'meod meod. And I will place my covenant between me and between you, and I will multiply you greatly. Vayipol Avram al panav vayidaber ito Elohim lemor. And Abram fell on his face, and God spoke with him, saying, Ani hine briti itach v'hayita le'av hamon goyim. As for me, behold, my covenant is with you, and you shall become the father of a multitude of nations. ולא יקרא עוד את שמך אברהם, והיה שמך אברהם, כי אב המון גויים נתתיך. And your name shall no longer be called Abram, but your name shall be Abraham, for I have made you the father of a multitude of nations. והפריתי אותך במאוד מאוד, ונתתיך לגויים, Umelachim mimcha yetzeu. And I will make you exceedingly fruitful, and I will make you into nations, and kings will emerge from you. V'hakimoti et briti beini uvenecha, uben zaracha acharecha, ledorotam, lebrit olam, lihiyot lecha leElohim, ulezaracha acharecha. And I will establish my covenant between me and between you, and between your seed after you, throughout their generations, as an everlasting covenant, to be to you for a God, and to your seed after you. ונתתי לך ולזרעך אחריך את ארץ מגוריך, את כל ארץ כנען לאחוזת עולם, והייתי להם לאלוהים. And I will give you and your seed after you the land of your sojournings, the entire land of Canaan, for an everlasting possession, and I will be to them for a God. ויאמר אלוהים אל אברהם, ואתה את בריתי תשמור, אתה וזרעך אחריך לדורותם. And God said to Abraham, and you shall keep my covenant, you and your seed after you, throughout the generations. Zot briti asher tishmeru, beini ubeneichem, uben zaracha acharecha, himol lachem kol zachar. This is my covenant, which you shall observe between me and between you, and between your seed after you, and every male among you be circumcised. ונמלתם את בשר עורלתכם, והיה לאות ברית, ביני וביניכם. And you shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be as the sign of a covenant between me and between you. ובין 8 ימים ימול לכם כל זכר לדורותיכם, יליד בית ומקנת כסף מכל בן נכר אשר לא מזרעך הוא. And at the age of 8 days, every male shall be circumcised to you throughout your generations, one that is born in the house or one that is purchased with money from any foreigner who is not of your seed. Himol yimol yelid betcha umiknat kaspecha v'hayita briti bibisarchem ebrit olam. Those born in the house and those purchased for money shall be circumcised. And the Hebrew it says himol yimol, means it's a double language. It's like stronger. Surely be circumcised. Himol yimol, shall surely be circumcised. My covenant shall be in your flesh as an everlasting covenant. Ve'arel zachar asher lo yimol et besar orlato v'nichrita hanefesh hahi me'ameha et briti hefar. And an uncircumcised male who will not circumcise the flesh of his foreskin, that soul will be cut off from its people. He has broken my covenant. Vayomer Elohim el Avraham, Sarai ishtecha lo tikra et shema, Sarai ki Sarah shema. And God said to Abraham, your wife Sarai, you shall not call her name Sarai, for Sarah is her name. Uverachti ota, v'gam netati mimena lecha ben, uverachtiha v'hayta legoyim malchei amim mimena ihiyu. And I will bless her, and I will give you a son from her, and I will bless her, and she will become a mother of nations. Kings of nations will be from her. Vayipol Avraham al panav, vayitzchak, vayomer belibo, haneben me'ah shana yivaled, ve'im Sarah habat 90 shana teled. And Abraham fell on his face and rejoiced. It says vayitzchak, and he laughed, but they interpreted it to be rejoiced, because we'll see later on that when Sarah laughed, it was a different response, but when he laughed, it's a different thing. So they translate rejoiced. He said to himself, will a child be born to one who was 100 years old? Will Sarah, who was 90 years old, give birth? Okay. Vayomer Avraham el ha-Elohim, Lu Yishmael yichye lefanecha. And Abraham said to God, if only Ishmael will live before you. I wonder why Abraham is bringing Ishmael up here. I mean, here we have God giving Abraham a blessing, to have a child at this old age, and giving him a covenant. And now Abraham is just coming out of the blue and saying, if only Ishmael would live before you. It doesn't seems to be out of place. Okay, let's continue. Vayomer, and we don't see the answer. Vayomer Elohim, aval Sarah ishtecha yoledet lecha ben v'karata et shmo Yitzchak v'hakimoti et briti ito v'brit olam zaro acharav. And God said, indeed, your wife Sarah will bear you a son, and you shall name him Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him as an everlasting covenant for his seed after him. And, okay, where were we? Right, so we see that his statement about Ishmael is answered here in verse 20. L'Ishmael shmaticha, hine berachti oto, v'hifreti oto, v'hirbeti oto, b'me'od me'od, 12 nesi'im Yolid unitativ legoy gadol. So we see here, and regarding Ishmael, God says, I have heard you. Behold, I have blessed him, and I will make him fruitful, and I will multiply him exceedingly. He will beget 12 princes, and I will make him into a great nation. Okay. All right. V'et briti akim et Yitzchak asher teleh lecha Sarah lamoed hazeh b'shana ha'acheret. But my covenant I will establish with Isaac, whom Sarah will bear to you at this time next year. Vayichal ledaber ito vayal Elohim me'al Avraham. And he finished speaking with him, and God went up from above Abraham. This is interesting. You don't see this very often. You do. Some verses are coming to mind right away, like the Tower of Babel. It says God went down and to see what's happening. Why did God have to go down to see what's happening if God's everywhere at all times? So there must be some implication there. So here's another verse like that. It says God went up from above Abraham. Where does God go if God is everywhere? At all times. What does it mean that he went up? He's already there. It's a question. He went up from Abraham. ויקח אברהם את ישמעאל בנו, את כל ילידי ביתו, את כל מקנת כספו, ואת שכר באנשי בית אברהם ביומם, את בשר עורלתם בעצם היום הזה, כאשר דיבר איתו אלוהים. And Abraham took Ishmael his son, and all those born in his house, and all those purchased with his money, and every male of the people of Abraham's household, and he circumcised the flesh of their foreskin on that very day, as God had spoken with him. Abraham ben tishim v'tesha shana v'himolo b'sar orlato. And Abraham was 99 years old when he was circumcised of the flesh of his foreskin. When he circumcised, or when he was circumcised of the flesh of his foreskin. V'Ishmael beno ben 13 shana v'himolo et b'sar orlato. And Ishmael his son was 13 years old when he was circumcised of the flesh of his foreskin. Be'etzem hayom hazeh nimol Abraham v'Yishmael beno. On that very day, Abraham was circumcised, and so was Ishmael's son. I wonder why this verse is necessary. It says that Abraham, they all circumcised themselves on that day. Right? It says on that day, Abraham and Yitzchak. And then it says Abraham at 99, Ishmael at 30. And then it says on that very day again, they were both circumcised. I wonder why the Torah decided to say this. Just curious to know. Be'etzem hayom hazeh nimol Avraham Yishmael beno. In verse 27, finally, v'chol anshe beito yilid bayit u'miknat kesef me'et b'nei nechar nimolo ito. It says that too. It says in verse 23 that yilid beito kol miknat kaspo. Why is it saying it again? Why is it repeated? That's my question.